Hey everybody, it's Connie with Connie's Crafty Corner. Today is February the 1st, 2023, and I just wanted to film a video today showing you everything that I got done for the month of January. Some of these things you may have already seen. I know you have if you've watched any of my past videos, but some of the things are new. And instead of doing just a little video here and there showing you the things I finished, I think I'm going to start doing the wrap-up. I may show you some things throughout the month, but this helps me feel good about what I've accomplished, because honestly, this past month with being sick and all the issues that I was going through, I honestly didn't think I'd gotten that much done. So this is exciting that I see what I got done. But first, let me say this. Y'all, my podvert, whatever you call it on YouTube, was January the 26th. And that's the last video that I filmed was on January the 26th. And I cannot believe I forgot it. I think, you know, my very first video I ever filmed I didn't show because I was talking about my daughter had just told us she was pregnant and she didn't want me to let anybody know until she was 12 weeks. So I had to refilm the whole thing. Not that I thought anybody would see it in my family, but she just didn't want it out there. So I respected her wishes and just didn't put it out there. So I can't believe I missed the first anniversary of me being on YouTube. I have loved every second of it. It's just been amazing to me, and it flew by. I was planning on doing a giveaway and all that stuff, but I think what I'm going to do is if I ever get to 1,000 subscribers, that'll probably be my next video giveaway, unless I just decide to do something between now and then, because you never know when that'll happen. And I don't know, but that's another subject. Let's get on to what I've done this month. I've got my little planner book here, and I've got my list of things that I've done. I'm going to try to stick to this, but I have nowhere to set it, so I'm not sure that that's going to go very well. You guys know I'm working on that cozy, what's it called, Cozy Memories blanket, using up all my mini skeins and my little 10-gram row ones and any scraps I've got. And I'm also working on the granny stripe blanket. And I'm doing both of those in finger and weight and DK. And they got a little bit of progress done this past Sunday. But I'm not going to show that in this video because that's going to be a year-long project. And I'll update you guys on that probably monthly. I may do it in my next, my February wrap-up video, because it's not really enough to show that I've done anything much on it. And also the video, the blanket that I showed you where I'm doing the Cozy Memories blanket, but I'm doing it in the Valentine colors. I've totally scrapped that and started it doing bigger blocks, and it's just stalled because I've been doing all this other stuff that has been just a whole lot more fun for me. So I don't have those. Okay, you know the crochet patch cardigan that I showed you where I did all the squares? I've got, as in my last video, I have all the squares completed. I just haven't done the ribbing and the putting the squares together and all that. But that is on my goal within the next week and a half to get done, because I really want to finish that so I can wear it before it gets too warm. Okay, I am going to show you some stuff here, so just hold on just a second. Now, the next three things I don't have to show you because I gave them to my daughter for my grandson, and that was the little top hat. I've got that pattern somewhere. Hold just a sec. Let's see. Y'all, I'm telling you, things are fixing to fall. Let's see if I can set that there. Okay, I made this pattern. I showed you it in a previous video. And I'm telling you, it was adorable on him. The diaper cover is just something that I got off YouTube that was just a tutorial. And let me tell you, oh, I wish she hadn't put it on him. It was way too little. But my sweet daughter, I can't find anywhere to put that, stretched that little diaper cover on him and took a picture, and it looks horrible. Y'all, it looks horrible. But I don't have the heart to tell her, and she don't watch my videos. Also, I did and I don't have the pattern for the diaper cover. And I did the little bow tie also, and I just made that up. So there wasn't a pattern for that. And I'll try to post a picture at the end of this video showing you that. I'm almost embarrassed too because the diaper cover looks horrible on him. And I wish she hadn't have posted it, but it is what it is. So, okay, I've got that. Okay, and you know, you guys, I did the Remy crochet mitten, and I hated them. Let me see where I set it so I can show you those. Y'all, that's my chair. I'm sorry. Here's the mittens that I did. You know, I did use the wrong hook, and it just was a disaster. And honestly, these are going to go in the donation pile, and I'm just going to make my daughter some more for next year. I'm not going to worry about it. I did it. It's done. Now, I may do the second one to this one, because I did like the way that turned out. That's the one that's the Karen Simply Soft held double with that, you know, yarn. It came from, I think I got it off Premier's website, but it looks like a mohair. It's got a little bit of mohair in it, but it's, I don't know, I think it's mostly acrylic. But anyway, I may do that. But anyway, that was that pattern I got done. And I got this has been the most motivating thing. There's 2 make-alongs that I'm in that have been extremely motivating for me, and I have gotten so many things done for it. One of them is a monthly crochet along that Lisa from Happy to Hook Creations, I cannot talk today, y'all, is doing the classic movie poster, and you pick colors out of those movie posters to inspire you to do something. And I made 2 projects. Yeah, just 2 projects, but I'm very proud of them because we only had 2 weeks. A little, around 2 weeks, maybe a little less, I'm not sure. But if I can, I'll put up the movie poster. I don't know if I can figure out how to do that, but it's Yours, Mine, and Ours, I think. It's the one with Lucille Ball, and I can't remember that guy. I think he was in Sound of Music. Anyway, it had bright yellow and then just a bunch of other colors on it. And I'll try to be able to stick this into the video somewhere, but don't hold me to it if I can't do it, or don't hold me against it. But this was my interpretation of that one. I made I made 2 things. I made the half granny shawl. It's a half triangle shawl. Let's see, what's it called? The half granny shawl. And it is a pattern by Church Mouse Yarns and Tea. And you guys, I'm so excited. I used up 50 grams for the yellow. And this is all in fingering weight. And I actually used up almost 2 skeins of the multicolored. And this, I thought, matched that poster so well. I was so excited. I haven't blocked this or anything. And I may not even block it. I don't know. But I do need to soak it. So I guess I will block it. Because it is wool. I think this is a Yarn Bee, one of their hand. I don't know where I got this. I've been thinking the whole time I got it from Hobby Lobby, some of their Yarn Bee, and I got it on clearance, but I don't know. It's got real short color changes. So I don't know if I got this off some website or if I actually got it from Hobby Lobby because I didn't have a label. So I got to make sure to mark that into my book because I'm trying to keep up with all the skeins. And also, so far this year, I've already used 20 skeins of yarn, 20 skeins or hanks of yarn. And that's not counting the 2.5 that I used in this. So, and the other project I'm going to show you. And this, let's see if I can find what this is called. Y'all, I'm changing the way I'm doing my journal. I don't like the way I got it set up because I didn't leave myself enough room to do my little pictures. So, I'm going to redo this. Okay, this is called the Basic Hat Fingering Weight. That's all it's called. And it's made by... from Absolute Knits. And I just found it as a pattern. I may have gotten it off Ravelry. I don't know if I got it. I don't know if it was free or paid for, or I don't know. And I really like the pattern. I've always made the Ross hat, but he don't have baby sizes. He said one time he was going to adapt his Ross hat to have, you know, all sizes. And I reached out to him and he said that was just too much math for him at this time in his life. So he wasn't going to do it. But this is the little hat I made. I put it on this little styrofoam head I got from Hobby Lobby. And I ran out of that yarn, so I put a little bit of yellow at the top. But y'all, this, I just love how this turned out. I love how the decreases are. I don't know if you can see that. They're right here. I think Ross's hat, you actually knit one round between the decreases. And this one you did 2, and I thought, oh, it's just going to be too slouchy and too puffy, but it's not. I like the way that turned out. Now, this is a 6 to 12 month hat, you guys. And it is, I don't know if it's going to fit him or not. We'll see. I've got one of his little hats that my daughter left here. And this is the one. She said this one's actually too little for him. So, compared, let's hold them up together. this, well, look, I think it'll fit because, you know, it's going to be longer, but it's a whole lot stretchier. You know how knitted things stretch. Y'all, I'm just terribly blown out here and it's not showing up. But I love how this turned out, and Sarah loved it. I sent her a picture of it. But my goal is I'm going to make him a hat. He wears them all the time. And I'm going to put a little label on this like I did on that other hat I'm going to show you here in a minute. Put a little label on it. But I'm going to make him a bunch of hats. I want to make the Musselburgh, I think is how you say it, hat, because that's her favorite style, the kind that are double layered and they have the, you know, brim that flops up or whatever. So hopefully I'll get that on the needles this week. I don't know. I got a lot of other stuff going on. But I also made this pattern. And this is the one I told you guys I ran out of yarn. So it's not going to fit him. And I'm actually going to cut the little label off. Or I may just donate this. Somebody, I just dropped my hat. Hold on. I'm so sorry, y'all. I got to get a table in front of me. Oh, there's my head. Okay. Sorry, y'all. This is the one that's this pattern right here. And it's the 1, 2, 3 baby beanie. And I made this version. And I love it. I'm going to make it again because this was out of DK weight. And it went really... No, this was worsted weight. And I ran out. It's hysterical looking because I ran out of yarn. But I went ahead and finished it. But there it is. And there's the little label. It says handmade with love or handmade with heart, whatever. But I didn't get near enough to do the increases on top. In fact, I'll put it on this little head so y'all can see the difference. See, that's the difference in the size. See how it is? See how that big old bunch there because I didn't have enough to decrease it? So I'm going to remake this hat. That's going to be on my list for next month also. Let's throw these things over here. Okay. What else did I get done? Okay, the 2 biggest projects I finished, and I'm very excited. This is what I was so excited to show you guys. Okay, you know, I was in the subscription service last year for the Lether Co. I did 3 Afghans. I don't know what possessed me. You know, I told y'all that I go crazy when I'm depressed or sad or whatever. And last year I had a lot of ups and downs. So I joined 3 subscriptions with Lether Co. And I accidentally did one. It was the Changing Seasons, the one we'll show you first. No, yeah, the Changing Seasons. Oops. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to drop it. I just dropped something else I'm going to show you. I'm telling you guys, I've got to get better organized. This is awful. But anyway, she had put out a set. It was called the Lemonade set or something like that. It was like a fade. And I thought it was beautiful. Now, you know, guys know I'm not a pink person. And I think I love the color pink. It has nothing to do with the color. It's just when I was growing up, I was really a dark redheaded girl. I'm talking, and one of these days I'm going to show you a picture. I had really red hair. And this is just what God's blessed me with. He's faded it out and it's got a lot of white. I don't know if y'all can see it. And, you know, I decided I like pink and I'm going to start wearing pink. But when I bought the yarn, I had no intentions of wearing pink. But I've changed my mind. I have worn pink in the past, but I guess I was just drummed into my head growing up. You don't look good in pink because you got red hair. But my hair does not look red. In fact, people call me blonde all the time. So, I don't know. In fact, on my driver's license, I put blonde down because there's no hint of red in my hair anymore. But anyway, I have not woven in any ends. But what I was saying is I ordered that pink lemonade set and it was so beautiful. And then she decided to turn into a subscription called Changing Seasons. And she based it on drinks. And I don't know the names of the rest of the drinks. I have no idea. So I couldn't tell you because in all honesty, when we moved in September, I just kind of lost touch with all video. I didn't watch hardly any videos. I just had so much going on that I didn't keep up with it. But I did finish the Changing Seasons blanket. And this is I'm going to start with the seasons. The first one is the first set I bought, and it's the spring. And it's this. It goes through the pink. And then you get to the summer, and it's the orange and greens. Can you see that? And then you get to the, I call it purple, but I don't know. The purples and browns. This is the fall. And I think this was based on sangria or something. I'm not sure. I love this purpley color. That is gorgeous. See if I can show it to you without the green behind it. It's just gorgeous. I think it'd make a beautiful sweater. I think it's so pretty. And then there's the browns. And then the winter, she did a blue. Now, I did not use her pattern. Her pattern was the chevron type pattern, but it was done a little different. And I guess it was because she wrote the pattern and you just can't put the standard granny chevron pattern or ripple or whatever this is called out there. So she did something a little different. And to me, it was just too fiddly for me because I wanted mindless. And this to me is a mindless pattern. And so I did change the pattern to suit me. But I did follow the pattern on the others. And another thing with her patterns, I have found I can never meet gauge. This was supposed to be 5.5, and, well, I did use the 5. Well, no, I used 5mm on this, and that may have been what the pattern called for. That it's not pertaining to this one, but it does pertain to the other two. I'll stand up and show you this one. And watch this chair slide out from under me and I fall. Now, I am 5'2", so I'm going to have it touching the ground so y'all see. Let's see. Okay. It's wool. It's 100% wool, and it has not been blocked in any way, shape. But right here is it touching the ground, but it's very wide. I haven't done any weaving in. I haven't blocked. I haven't done anything. But here's when I hold it out completely. That's how much stretch I get. Y'all know I'm going to cough. I tell you, I have coughed since I had the flu. But anyway, I think it turned out beautiful. I love, love, love this blanket. I hope y'all can see all of it. It's just gorgeous, I think. And, you know, this, I just love it. I love the fact that it's got a theme. I love the fact that it's made out of that, you know, the nice yarn or whatever. Oh, goodness, y'all. This is not working out, y'all. I look like an old woman trying to sit down. I was scared I was going to push the seat out and fall on the floor. But I just love everything about this. It is so soft and so cuddly. It is quite an investment. I think it was like $30 a month, which I know y'all think I'm ridiculous. No, it wasn't, because this was the fade. I don't remember what this cost. But to me, it was this one, I love it because I just love this. I love this blanket. I love the thought behind it, the seasonal changes in it that I can see when I look at it. I just love everything about this one. The other one, it was a surprise every month because you got one skein of yarn a month, and I enjoyed that. And I enjoyed the fact that I was getting a subscription box that I was actually using the yarn right away, which I have gotten many subscription boxes over the years, and I love getting that surprise every month, but I was just sticking it up on a shelf and not using most of it. Y'all, I'm sorry. I wish I had my water. I can see it sitting downstairs, but anyway, in my mind. But anyway, this is the first Afghan I finished from, and I got it done from last year. And what I had left to do was these two whole sections. I just had up to the second season done. But anyway, I'm rambling on. So let me show you the other one. And this one I had about the same amount done because I kept up with it up until, because I thought if I'm putting that much money into something, I'm going to keep up with this. And I did. But come to find out, I was missing a skein on this one and the, what's that other one I'm doing? The one that's based off Gilmore Girls. Stars Hollow? I don't know. Y'all, I never really watched Gilmore Girls. My daughter did. And why I joined this one, I think I just lost my mind. But it is beautiful. And I'll show you what I've got done so far on it. I have not gotten near as far on that one. And I'll tell you why in a minute. But anyway, here's the flower garden. This one's called Flower Garden. Let me see if I can tell you. Okay, it started on this side, and I don't know the names of all the flowers it represents. I was going to have it for this video, and I completely forgot it. But every month, we got a different flower. I think that was carnation, not pansy. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, here's the different months as it goes across. And I did follow the pattern on this one. And I was actually missing this one. This one. And so I had to wait on it to finish it. But the ones I had to finish, I had 1, 2, 3. I had these 4 to finish. This is what I finished this month, this part. But I'll show you how big this one is. This one's a lot bigger. And I think it's because it's got a much looser stitch. Okay. There it is touching the ground. And y'all, that's how much more. I can't get it all in frame. Let me see. It's huge. I mean, I'm going to hold it out at the end so you can see how wide it is. See that? I can't, I'm 5'2", and that's as far out as I can go with it. But it just keeps going and going and going. Oh, goodness. I don't know if I'm going to get it all up there. There you go. Well, no, that's still not the end. There you go. That's the end. But anyway, it's a huge blanket. I should have measured it. And like I say, I've not washed, blocked, done anything with these. So, and I don't know if I will with a blanket. I don't even know how I would do that. I will soak it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. It is super washed, so it will, I could put it in the washing machine, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I'll worry about that later. I still got to weave in all these ends. But I also wanted to show you the acquisition. And this is, and I'm rolling my eyes. It is all in fun, Olivia, if you're watching this video. But I wasn't supposed to be buying yarn, but I just fell prey to this. Y'all, I'm going to have to pause the video because I cannot remember where I got it. And I want to give the girl credit. She's only 19 years old. And she does a beautiful job with her dyeing. And I want to make sure that I give her credit. And the name's just completely left my head, so I'll be right back. Hey, okay, I'm back. It is Sprinkled Fibers, and I think you only contact her through Instagram, or at least that's what Olivia told me, and I'm sure she's right. She's a whole lot more savvy with Instagram than I am, but I fell for this because it is just so beautiful, and it's totally out of my comfort zone, but I think I know what I'm going to make with it, because that's going to be another rule that I have with my yarn buying this year. If I buy something, it's something that I'm going to use this year, because I have got this is one wall of my yarn, and I've got another wall, not quite as big, but almost, and it's out of hand completely. It's ridiculous. But anyway, if I buy it, I have to use it this year. So I don't remember the name of the pattern, but it's a pattern. I've got to look it up. It's a cow, I believe, and it's got black with colors, little blocks of color, and I think it's a knitted pattern. But anyway, that doesn't matter because I can't even remember the name of it. I'll have to look for it. But I know that I'm going to use it this year, and I'm going to try to do it as my Valentine project. You know, my project for the month of February as my Valentine project. But anyway, like I say, she's 19 years old, and I think this is just adorable. This is how she decorated her box. She did it herself. I think it's just amazing. That's glitter and sequins of, no? Yeah, kind of like little sequin like hearts. And then that's glitter. And then when you open up the box, y'all, at 19, can you imagine? I was such an idiot at 19. I could have never done anything like this. She gave us a stitch marker. Let's see if y'all can see that. I'm going to take it out of the plastic so you can see it better, so we can see where it came from. Yeah, are y'all like me and y'all have so many stitch markers, you just don't know what to do? I love them. I love getting them, but I don't know what to do with all of them. Or not what to do with them. I don't know how to store them. I'm having a problem. I've stuck them in something over there, but this is so pretty. This is tiddlybakes.com. I think that's how you say that. But here's the stitch marker. It's like a chocolate dipped strawberry. I love it. I've got to fix my camera because it doesn't have a big, it's my phone. I'm still trying to figure out how to do it. But anyway, after a year, you'd think I'd know, wouldn't you? But anyway, here's the little stitch marker that she included. And then she gave us a box of, I have not had these in years and years. These little conversation hearts. There you go, the little Brocs. And then she put little rose petal, let me see. Of course, we got the little squirrely stuff. And we got little hearts. Just little pieces of stuff like this. And she put little rose petals, little, you know, the little fake rose petals. I just think she did such a good job with stuff like that. But the yarn, oh, I got pink ones too. The little pink ones. I may send these to Ella. She does a junk journal. I bet she'd like to use these things. I'll have to ask her. But, let's see. I'm going to try to get them all out at one time. Oh, my goodness. there's so much stuff sticking to them, all that little brown stuff. That's the only thing is I don't like that. I'd rather have tissue paper, and I'm sorry if this hurts your feelings. I mean, it looks beautiful, but it is fiddly. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the box. Now, y'all see why it's out of my comfort zone. I always tell you I'm not a pink person. But, y'all, this stuff is so pretty. I'm going to try to show it all to you. I'm just going to grab them randomly. Y'all, this stuff is so super soft. This is fingering weight. There's two of them. See the sparkles? It's gorgeous. Here's another two of them. And I'm sure these have some type of fade to them, but I've already mixed them up. I'm going to show you three. God, I can't get the little worms off of them. But here's the three. These three. And I'm going to put these in a project. These will be some that I use. I'm not going to put them straight in my little Afghan that I'm working on. Oh, look. I got a little set of lips, too. I'm going to ask Ella if she wants these because I probably won't use them. And, you know, if I was doing my card making like I should be doing, I certainly didn't do any of that this month. And I told y'all, oh, I was gung-ho to do that this year. But nope, I didn't. Here's the rest of them. See how pretty they are. She did such a good job. You know, I for a split second thought I would love to dye yarn, but I told myself, Lord, you cannot get into anything else. There's absolutely no way you can't do anything else. But look at all the little speckles. Let's see if you can see that. Oh, I hate this thing. Okay, there you go. And then here's one. This has got a little bit of orange. I love that one too. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I may do some type of fade. I think, though, I want to use a dark contrast with it to make it pop and do something. So I got to find a pattern for this. And I got to find it quick because I really want to do this during the month of February. But anyway, I totally blame it. I've already said it on FiberFun with Olivia. She was so excited about it, telling me about it, that I just fell on the bandwagon and bought it. So, but anyway, I was going to show you a little sneak peek of something else I'm working on. This is not crochet, not knitting. It's actually a little bit of sewing and embroidery. Now, when my children were small, I bought these little fingertip towels. You know, just the little cheap fingertip towels you get. And I've had these since my children were small because I didn't actually use them. Look how old that tag, it's all worn out because I've washed it a couple times thinking I was going to use it to do what I'm going to tell you. What I would do is I would get a CD and I would cut a hole out. And I would put like a collar in that hole like a t-shirt. So it was just a bib you just slid on and off over their head. And it was good. You know, you just throw it in the washing machine. It was like a towel. So it just worked wonderful. And I made a bunch of those for my children. And, you know, I used them exclusively for feeding them and stuff. And I thought, well, you know, I'm going to make Rowan some. So I broke out the embroidery machine that's actually sitting right here. And, you know, I have not done this. I have not embroidered. And, gosh, I made a quilt with owls on it probably right after my aunt died, 4 years ago maybe. Because she did a quilt for her youngest grandson. And then Raylan, the daughter, came along, and my aunt was too sick to ever make her a quilt, so I thought that I would make her one. And she loves, and Aunt Linda wanted to do an owl quilt, so that's what I made her, was an owl quilt. But I was going to embroidery, just feed me across the thing, just to do it, you know, to break out the embroidery machine, to try to use the stuff I've got. And the thread kept breaking and all that. And I finally put another little, I've totally ruined this one, so I just played around with it. And I put another, well, let me just show you. Here's where I started. That's the first F. And see the bobbin thread coming up? And then I started doing this feed me. And then I skipped a bunch of stitches just to see if it was this. But just to see if it was the thread that would break. But I think it's the design. If any of you do machine embroidery, you know that some designs are better than others. And I just actually created this one in a software. It's called Embrilliance. And some of y'all may not even care about all this. But anyway, I just did one of the machine designs right here just to see if it was, and it sewed out fine. So with all that being said, me just trying to tell you that that's took up about 3 or 4 hours of my time this week, is trying to figure out what is wrong with this sewing machine or embroidery machine. I think it's the design. So hopefully I'll have some of these to show you in my next month's wrap up of some of the bibs I've gotten completed for my grandson. You know, they don't have to have a design on them, but I just wanted to make them a little special. But if any of you guys are sew and you've got just an old CD laying around and some of these little towels and can put in a collar like you do on a t-shirt, these are amazing bibs. And they wash wonderfully and they just, you know, work out really great. In fact, I think I'm going to get some ones that have color in them so they won't show stains as bad. Because I remember that being an issue with my kids. But anyway, that's all I've got to show you today. I got a lot of things, you know, on my plate that I'm wanting to get done. Go check out, and I know all y'all know Happy to Hook Creations, Lisa. She's putting out another movie poster today, and I'm excited. I'm going to pull yarns today to do some of that. I'm still working on my D-Stash. It's FiberFun with Olivia, D-Stash, Make Along 2023. And there's 2 rules. You have to have the yarn in your stash before this year, and you have to have the pattern before this year. And this particular make-on is running through the 15th of February. And also, I've got something else coming up that I'm involved with several other YouTubers, and I'm so excited about that. That's starting later this month also, and I can't wait to share it with you. Well, I have rambled completely crazy again, and I've jumped from things to thing, and I've dropped stuff, and I've just been me, so I hope y'all enjoyed this, and I should be back soon. I don't tell you when I'm coming back, because I don't know when I'll be back, and it's not for the lack of not having time. It's just I've been just so busy crocheting, and I just hadn't stopped to film my videos. So anyway, you guys have a great day, and I hope everybody's getting all their projects done that they had planned. And let me know what you guys are working on. I'm wanting to start a shawl, and I just can't make my mind up. I made a ton of shawls last year, and I've only made this one this year. But I need some ideas. And if any of you guys work with fingering weight, I'm trying to work through a bunch of my fingering weight yarns. If you got any ideas for shawls for that. And you know what? I've got to work on Rowan's outfit for this next month too, for his picture. Also, I wanted to say I'll save that for another video. It's something I was going to ask y'all's opinion on, but I'm sure most of y'all have already left by now, so I'll wait until my next video to ask your opinion on something. But you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.